Franke, the adult daughter, walked in with her attorney to attend the hearing. She did not want to speak with us. Her father's attorney did chat on his way out, saying he and Kevin Franke are working hard to convince the state that he's, quote, an incredible father. He and Ruby Franke separated 14 months ago.
We're working hard, Kevin and I, to convince the state that he's an incredible father, as he was before all this happened, and they became separated. But in the meantime, he's just working hard on getting himself back in position to be able to take these kids and raise them as a good father would.
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. I'm Cheryl. This is True Crime and Other Stuff. Thanks for being here, where I like to bring you the facts about true crime, the missing, current events, or anything I find interesting or important. Today, I have the latest on the Ruby Franke trial and Jody Hildebrandt, which was postponed, so they both have to go back to purgatory, which is the name of the place that they're being held. I also have video of the police finding an underground bunker or a safe room under the garage at Jody Hildebrandt's house. If you don't know about Ruby Franke, she was a YouTube influencer mom that had a very popular channel called 8 Passengers, where she taught her Mormon beliefs with her 6 children and her husband Kevin. At one point, she had over 2.5 million viewers.
Asked what it meant to them that the eldest Franke child was in attendance.
I think she has a right to be there. I don't know what the court will ultimately determine about that, but I think she has a right to be a part of these proceedings. She's part of the family.
Mediation will happen October 11th at 9 o'clock in the morning, followed by a pretrial for October 17th at 10 a.m. The judge today, Judge Bazell, is preparing a standard transport order for mom Ruby Franke to be transported from purgatory to attend the pretrial in person.
Says it's a large room, it's a panic room.
A shocking revelation made by first responders who were called to Jody Hildebrandt's home back in August. After a young boy escaped from the home and ran to a neighbor for help, investigators found a panic room inside.
Hey LT, there's a panic room inside the garage. Downstairs underneath the garage.
Radio recordings from the Santa Clara Ivins Police Department captured the dramatic moments when the room is discovered.
He says it's a large room, it's a panic room.
First responders were called to the home in southern Utah on August 30th after a harrowing 911 call came into police.
This kid has obviously been, I think he's been detained. He's obviously covered in wounds.
The caller told first responders a 12-year-old boy arrived at his front door, emaciated and asking for food and water. Investigators later determined the boy was the son of Ruby Franke, the YouTuber mom who became popular from her 8 Passengers YouTube page. For a time, Franke documented the lives of her family, including her husband, Kevin, and 6 children, to the more than 2 million subscribers. Her YouTube page has since been deactivated.
Eve has been amazingly well behaved for being in town.
But you yelled at me.
Shh. The fact that I yell at my kids is a secret. We don't want our viewers to know.
Both Hildebrandt and Franke were arrested and eventually charged with 6 counts of aggravated child abuse each. They were set to appear at a bail hearing this week, but hours before the hearing, it was continued. Right now, they're still being held in the Washington County Jail in southern Utah. In all, 4 of Franke's children were taken to the Department of Child and Family Services after the 12-year-old escaped. Per the recording of first responder audio, it's possible the other children were being held in the panic room.
Temple, we've got it, but we can't get into it. My guess is that would be where they're at.
First responders say a large Fort Knox vault door led to the room with a wheel on the front.
Yeah, he says it's downstairs and it's underneath one of the garages, and he's calling it a safe room. He said something about Fort Knox, so I don't know if it has a Fort Knox door or safe on it, but that's what he's talking about. This one says Liberty Safe Company. It's got a big wheel on the front.
Law and Crime Network reached out to the Santa Clara Ivins Police Department for more information about the rescue and that panic room, but we're told that no new information or details could be released as the investigation is still ongoing.